All right, we are back. We have a very special one here. It's the end of the season. It's award season, actually. So this is going to be the first annual Thayers. Dom, how are we feeling? I'm sorry, James
I'm
Bond, how
scared
are we
for what you
feeling?
have concocted. Hey man, I'm scared. I want to preface to all of you, all of our listeners out there. I had nothing to deal with these awards. I was supposed to come up with my own. I haven't had like any time. Luckily, Asher has been kind enough to come up with 12 awards, which
Mhm.
is just fantastic.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do today is he's gonna read his award, give a description, and we're gonna play a game. And by we, I mean me. I get to
Well,
guess
it's
said
not so
award.
much a game as it is. These are highly regarded awards. People fight for these
You're
awards.
correct. They're highly
They
regarded.
are. It's
They
a
fight for them.
celebratory season. It is that time of year. We just had,
Correct.
it was just New Year's. It was award season for Hollywood. And on Saturday night, we have the NFL awards. But, we just, again, we
And on
want to.
Sunday's the Grammys, so we're just
And
right
Sunday's the
there.
Grammys. Exactly. It's awards season. And
It
we
is
want to
award
give out
season.
our own awards. And, whereas Dom might have been too lazy to,
You can call it that.
really share the wealth on this, I'm here to make sure that people are recognized in the NFL for what they've given us this year. So, cheers to the NFL, first of all, and we'll start with some awards. Now, again, these are not. Sorry, I cheers and I didn't take a sip. So these are not your MVPs. These are not your Offensive Player of the Year. This is not rookie based. This is everything else. So,
Everything else. Okay.
with that
Well,
being said, we're going to start with an award. It is the Drew Brees Award. The Drew Brees Award goes to a player that accumulates statistics in a fantastic way. And Drew Brees, one of my favorite quarterbacks ever. Actually, honestly, one of my favorite football players of all time. But Drew Brees had seasons where, at one point in time, he had 5 of the 9 5,000-yard passing seasons. Statistically, one of the greatest quarterbacks that's ever lived. But
correct.
Drew Brees could also throw for 5,000 yards and go 13-3, or he could go 7-9. So this award goes to the closest Drew Brees prototype. We'll just call it that for now. So,
Okay.
who do you
So
feel the Drew Brees
immediately,
Award is going to?
so immediately my mind would go to Joe Burrow. However, Joe Burrow's been to a Super Bowl. Breeze has been to a Super Bowl. Breeze won a Super Bowl. However, that award could also go to like Josh Allen, similar archetype. But Josh Allen's had a lot of winning seasons of late, not kind of up and down. With that realm, I'm thinking it's an AFC quarterback. Am I
I'm going to tell
correct?
you right now, I'm going to break character for a little bit. Don't overthink this one. I went with the softball one pretty
Don't
quickly.
think. All right, it's Joe Burrow, baby.
It is Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow is the winner of the Drew Brees Award. Again, Joe Burrow this season was honestly fantastic. Like I as much as I want to hate Joe Burrow, threw for 4,900 yards, led the NFL in touchdowns, I believe, as well, if I'm not
Okay.
mistaken. If
Yeah,
it's gonna,
he did.
I'm sorry, yeah, 43 touchdowns. I believe that led the NFL. I'm sorry, I'm just I had a little technical difficulties on my end here. I'm sorry, my phone just glitched out on me. 43 touchdowns. Only sacked 9 times with that offensive line. I will give him a lot of credit for that. Passer rating 108.5. That put him at 289 yards a game and 70% completions. Quite frankly, Joe Burrow was fantastic all year long in a valiant effort to miss the playoffs. That's about where we are.
Just
And again,
did everything, and it was great.
did literally everything.
All right.
And it was kind of the Bengals season there. For you guys doing everything and then nobody else doing a single thing. So, Where do we want to go next here?
You tell me, boss.
So Dom, you remember the Seahawks 7-9 season that got them into the playoffs? Yes, they won the division at 7-9. That was early on in Marshawn Lynch's career. They hosted the Saints.
Yeah, I
as a
know
wild
exactly
card team.
where we're going.
Yes, and we had one of the best YouTube videos of all time that came from this. Which it was, unfortunately, I can't remember the man's username that did this. That did the commentary for the Marshawn Lynch Beast Mode run that we were all introduced to in that game.
Yes.
And it finishes with the audible version of this that Marshawn Lynch would do, jumping into the end zone, which was the hold my dick. So, this year we have the honorary Marshawn Lynch hold my dick award. Now, this award, again, it's not so much to a player as it is a moment. So, those are the guesses.
I mean, specifically,
that's the info that what I can give to you.
Specifically, there was a moment in this season where somebody did that,
where they instinctively just essentially dropped their dick on somebody else.
Did the hold my dick?
Not literally the whole. I know what you're referencing. I'll give you the clue. It's not that.
So
it is not that.
Doesn't mean that I'm.
No, it's more.
It's not that moment.
It's more expressionary, interpretive dance kind of thing, where it's just like this moment had the essence of Marshawn Lynch telling you to hold his penis.
It's okay. Is it Saquon?
Saquon doing what?
Jumping backwards.
It is the Saquon reverse hurdle.
Yeah, yes. I can't believe I forgot about that for a minute. I watched that live.
Yes, and when you have the entire, not just your bench not able to cope with what just happened, what they just saw, but all of Twitter and the rest of anybody else that's ever watched football ever. And there's nothing from the other sideline, but let's be real. They were doing the same thing. That is possibly the most insane thing I've ever seen in my entire life, and very clearly embodies the hold my dick that Marshawn Lynch wanted everybody to do.
It was definitely
for a
one of those
7-year stretch. Yes, it was 100%. It's not a physical one. It's not throwing people around and throwing people off me kind of thing. It is just, you're not tackling me. And he made that very, very clear.
Yeah, and that's where my mind went to originally, was trying to figure out like a big stiff arm moment. Or like immediately your mind goes to one of two players, and it was either Saquon or Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs is the player that literally did the hold my dick, but he also had some other unbelievable plays this season.
Right,
and then upon further,
there was no moment this season that had that same kind of, body behind it, quite like the Saquon reverse hurdle, because it was almost a joke that it actually happened.
It was
absolutely
just
insane. Next, this is going to be another softball one for you here. We have the Mr. Unlimited Award.
I knew it. This is hilarious because if I would have done an award, I would have done a Mr. Unlimited award. So this is hilarious.
Hold on.
I'm not kidding.
Let me just tell you this. It's not Russell Wilson. I'll tell you, he wasn't even a finalist for it. The committee.
I know it's not Russ. I
had a whole committee that did these awards.
I'm sick of this committee.
And we deliberated over this for several days.
Who was it? Sober you, drunk you, and work you? Yep.
The committee is discretionary. They've all signed NDAs. Nobody is allowed to talk about whether they're a part of the committee here. So just ease up a little bit.
Okay.
But in the Mr. Unlimited Award, again, this will end up being still a little bit of a
I already have an idea.
The Mr. Unlimited award
I have an idea. Just give me the description.
goes to the quarterback. I will give you that. It is a quarterback that goes into
I
the
knew it's a.
season.
I almost want to guess before you even give me a description. Can I guess? Can I just throw a guess out?
Yeah, you can.
Is it Will Levis? Is it Will Levis?
No, it is not. It is not Will Levis. I think you have misunderstood
Okay.
the interpretation of this award here. The Mr.
I haven't gotten the full
Unlimited
description.
award is so here. Now that you've given a guess.
Oh my God.
When did
Oh my God.
Russell Wilson establish himself as Mr. Unlimited?
Was that in Denver when he
So
was Mr.
basically,
Unlimited?
Yes.
Or was that still in Seattle?
This was,
Okay.
I remember it as being Denver. So what I'm saying is this award goes to a quarterback that has self-proclaimed a lot of hype. There's a lot of hype around a team that this quarterback is on, and then promptly fell right onto their face. And I feel like that's enough to get you there, honestly. As in, quarterback that always says the right things, kind of thing. Like they try to. And when I say says the right things, starting post training camp, as in
Training camp.
only focused on football. That's all this needs to be.
You were gonna say
a quarterback with a lot of hype that fell flat on his face. That also most people didn't actually believe in.
I thought we were going Rodgers.
Well, there it is. I'm just going to save you from any other thing there.
Rodgers.
No,
this is Rodgers.
This is Rodgers.
You just gave a really bad.
I was getting there and I was trying to dance around it. I didn't want to make it too easy because I thought you were going to jump in immediately. The second you said that you knew who it was and it wasn't that, kind of threw me for a loop. I'm not going to lie. And I had to kind of scramble for that.
Yeah. I was thinking about it a little too much.
I think you overthought this one. Again, this was a softball one, right? We're doing soft toss right now. Yeah.
Hey, Levis could be a soft toss. To be fair.
Quite honestly, I'm going to tell you right now. I'll just give this one away. Will Levis is not the answer for any of these awards because I couldn't think of anything that wasn't too obvious for Will Levis. He should have been. He should have been.
He should have been.
I don't know. What is it? What am I doing? The meme of the NFL? Like, yes, we can all make fun of Will Levis. There shouldn't be any of the obvious names are not under obvious awards. I will put it to you that way. I did my best on this one.
Fair.
So, we have the Mr. Unlimited award out of the way.
All right.
Another softball.
I'm so ready to be done with this.
They get better, I promise you.
All right. Another softball.
This should be a softball. This is and I went through, there were a lot of names that came up with the committee on this, on who to reference on this award. It is a sportsmanship award.
Okay.
But, trying to figure out exactly who we should reference. Who should be the namesake on this award? And we went back and forth on this. There was a lot of deliberation over this award. And ultimately, we found somebody that shows this level of sportsmanship while also being extremely crucial to their team's production. It's a very vital piece. Is kind of what we wanted. This level of sportsmanship combined with also being very crucial to team success. So we had ended up on the Draymond Green Sportsmanship Award.
I do it. Oh, no.
So, somebody that embodies that level of sportsmanship, but is also that level of importance to their team's success.
Is it a defensive player?
It is not a defensive player.
If you say yes, I know. Okay. If you said yes, I knew exactly who it was.
It's not a defensive player.
Is this supposed to be obvious?
I feel like it's kind of mild, like obvious enough, honestly. So let's think about Draymond Green and his level of sportsmanship.
That's what I'm thinking about, and I'm comparing it to NFL players.
Yeah. What's Draymond Green always up for? More than anything, more than playing basketball. What is he always willing to do?
You tell me. You tell me.
What's
What is he
what's
like?
he willing to do?
I don't know Draymond too well, so
Draymond Green?
what's he willing to do?
I will put this to you in other terms. The runner-up for the namesake of this award was Tom Wilson.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's the direction I was going with.
Yeah.
Is it Mike Evans?
It is not Mike Evans, unfortunately.
Could have went Marshawn Lattimore. Oh, it's not Mike Evans.
It's not Mike Evans. It is not Mike Evans. Because Mike Evans, like you followed up with there, reserves his sportsmanship for Marshawn Lattimore. This player not reserve anything for one player. This player, unfortunately,
fighting people on a
unfortunately,
Andre Johnson doesn't play in the NFL anymore.
This player will go out of his way looking for Marshawn Lattimore, like Mike Evans does. You should know this person. I'll say that one more time. Let me put the emphasis on it.
Oh, it's Pickens. Oh my God.
It's George Pickens.
It's Pickens.
It is George Pickens. It is George Pickens. It's George Pickens. A man.
Fair enough.
That will not turn down a fight. Not only
he's
won't
a man
turn
who
down
likes
a fight,
to fight everyone.
He will find a fight. Yes, George Pickens, the Draymond Green Sportsmanship Award. And here's what I'm saying. This is also, it's a compliment to George Pickens. While he's also always looking for a fight, he's clearly
important
crucial to this team. When he doesn't play, when George Pickens does not play,
he's vital.
He is very vital to that team. They are a different team without George Pickens.
Trust me, I know.
So while it might sound like a stab at George Pickens,
year, so
again, I'm a Ravens fan. I don't want to, poke any open wounds there. I understand how crucial George Pickens is to that team.
That man would fight every DB you have, and then he would fight Harbaugh.
He would fight literally every human being on a football field if he got the chance to. Yes. So there's that.
And he'd win. He wouldn't lose.
No, he would make sure he didn't lose. I will give him that.
He might lose against the lineman. The lineman would.
I love Draymond, and Draymond won't lose a fight. It is what it is. Again, I mean, they're two of the same. They're very important to their teams. That's the more.
Draymond.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
See, I don't think that was necessarily a layup. I think it was a little more tricky. There was more to it.
So I thought it would be a layup. I thought it would be a layup because it was very close to home.
I'm a Steelers fan. Fair.
Yes. All right. Well, moving on.
See, but I'm not looking home. I don't want to be in these wars.
This is where we get to
I fear it's going to come back.
I don't know. We're touching on some things here. We have the first, and I even wrote this in quotations. The That White Boy Nice Award.
That White Boy Nice.
That White Boy Nice Award.
Right.
How can I explain this award? This falls into the category of potential previous winners.
You look at that white boy, and he's
that White Boy Nice is previous winners could have been a Travis Kelce,
Christian
McCaffrey. Got white boys that even black football fans would refer to as the hard R. We're just going to go for it. That's who this is.
Whoa, buddy.
Oh, I'm not
buddy.
saying
it's Cooper Jean. We can move on.
Yes. Okay. You got there quicker than I thought you needed to.
He's that white boy. He's nice.
Cooper Jean is that white boy. Don't flip this on me. I didn't make the award.
Initially hearing the award.
The committee made the award. I'm just the front man for the committee. The committee made the award. And yes, it is Cooper Jean who had a fantastic year. And also,
originally, I think it might be Ladd, maybe Brock Bowers, but given the description that you gave me, it's very apparent that it is Cooper DeJean.
It is Cooper DeJean.
So,
and I mean, He is a
Yeah, and
he's
that white boy nice.
he's marginalized at his position.
Oh my God. Let's move on. Let's move on.
So Cooper DeJean, the winner of that white boy
This is
nice.
the first and last of this awards show.
So we're having fun. We're having fun. All right.
What's the next one?
Next one. We
One of
have
us is having fun.
I'm having a blast right now. This is a fantastic award show, I think, actually.
I know.
Next, actually, we're going to go with this one. This award. This one is also mildly a trivia question, actually.
Okay. All right.
I haven't been drinking
Like
enough.
trivia.
I needed that. I'm sorry. I just needed to wet my whistle a little bit there. We have the
Our host is toast.
we have the Paul Rudd Look at Us award.
Look at us.
Look at us. Who would have thought?
Is this a 2-man award?
It is a 2-man award. It is a 2-man award.
Is this
and
a 2-man
award?
award?
I will let you guess what the 2-man is on this. They do not play for the same team, but it is. Who would have thought we'd be here?
Did you say they play for the same team?
They do not play for the same team.
No, do they or do they not play for?
They do not.
All right, then my guess is Brock Bowers and Ladd McConkey.
It is not. No. We did our. I did my Aryan thing on that last one. For now. There may or may not be more coming forward. There may or may not be another a white only award. For good reason, though. I want to be very clear. It's for good reason.
Christ, dude. I hate it here.
This one, yes.
I do not know this man.
You know me all too well. This is all right. Here, we'll go. I'll give you another hint on this. It does have to do with a statistical category, and these two gentlemen were both finished tied for 9th in the league in this statistical category. Offensive. I'll give you that other part too. An offensive.
I assume that most of these awards are offensive. Is it touchdowns?
What kind of touchdowns?
Rushing. Okay, then receiving.
Yes.
Okay.
I do wish I had music going on for this. I'm not going to lie. It's very quiet right now. I don't know. I might add music into this.
I mean, it was just the ambiance in the back.
I know. It feels weird when it's quiet when you're thinking, honestly.
It's definitely two random guys. Is DeMarcus Robinson one of these guys?
It is not. DeMarcus Robinson. I thought of this award originally. Well, not me, but the committee. We thought of this award originally to get DeMarcus Robinson in there. The committee. But DeMarcus Robinson ended up finishing first.
But he didn't fit.
No, he did not fit in the top 10, actually.
21st. Okay.
He finished 21st. Okay. I believe it was 21st. So both of these
it just has to be
distinguished gentlemen finished with 9 receiving touchdowns.
9. All right. Is Nick Westbrook-Akine one of these men?
One of those gentlemen is Nick Westbrook-Akine. Good job.
I hate this award.
Yeah, and
is the other one a tight end?
The other one is not a tight end. They are both receivers, and I'll pull it up because it does embody this award of the look at us. How did we get here? And nobody would have thought, the classic Paul.
It's ridiculous. Name. It's too ridiculous.
It really is, honestly.
I hate it.
And I'm going to pull it up here just to be. All right. Well, if my phone decides to load,
is it a rookie?
No, it's not a rookie. Actually,
rookie by chance?
No, it is not.
Way more obscure or sick.
No, it's not
sick.
It's really not overly obscure, but at the same time,
Jacoby Myers?
It is not Jacoby Myers. It is not that obscure. Let me just put it that way. It's Jacoby's a name that shouldn't. Obscure.
He was the leading receiver on his.
Yes, but not the leader in touchdown receptions. Sorry, excuse me. Yeah, but I'll tell you, there were 3 people tied for. 4 people tied for 9. It was Nick Westbrook-Akine.
But we're looking at 2 people.
Drake London, and then this person. And I'll finish the top 10 for you here. And this is why we got to this award. So other names. So Jamar Chase was first with 17. And then we had Terry McLaurin at second. Then Amon-Ra St. Brown, Mike Evans, Mike Evans and Mark Andrews actually
12,
tied. Good for them
11.
with 11.
Oh, yeah,
T.
with
Higgins
11. Yeah.
at 6 with 10. Justin Jefferson at 6 with 10. Brian Thomas Jr. at 6 with 10.
With 10.
And then we had the 9s, which was a 9th, tied for 9th, also with 9 touchdowns. And so basically, we're in the top 10 here, and it was Nick Westbrook-Ekine, Drake London, Jordan Addison, and then this other person.
Is it
the
AFC
committee?
or NFC?
The committee. It is AFC.
AFC. Okay. The committee.
The committee found this. The committee decided that this was the right award to put out there. And again, yes, DeMarcus Robinson was finished tied for first with 7 touchdowns. 7 receiving touchdowns. I'm sorry.
You're fine. Does this man play on Buffalo?
He does not play in Buffalo. I know him very well, actually. I know him.
Is it Zay?
It is not Zay. That would not have fallen into this category because Zay Flowers would have made sense.
Is it Bateman?
It is Rashad Bateman, the Paul Rudd. Look at us. Who would have
he
thought?
did get a couple there at the end of the
Because again, that's what I'm saying.
You probably could have given me a million guesses, and I never would have guessed Bateman.
Again, that's why I say
look at that.
The committee did a great job with this award of, who would have thought? Who would have thought?
Shut up.
Who would have thought that it would have been the two of us in here?
I've lost my counterpart. Oh, my counterpart has returned.
Yeah, so that's kind of where we're at on this one here. All right, moving on. Did I lose you? Are you still there?
Yeah, I lost you. Yeah, I'm still here.
All right.
Yeah.
Hold on.
You've been running on a delay for like the last 10 minutes.
All right. Well, let me do one thing here real quick.
We are at intermission right now. We're about halfway through.
We are.
We've done 6.
Commercial break on the award show here.
I'm scared. I'm honestly scared.
Yeah, I think we're doing all right. Hold on. I'm just waiting on Dom to get back in here.
I am in here.
Well, I know you're here. Pause on this one.
Are we
good? I am losing you. I have lost your video.
Okay, I lost your video a while ago, but you came back.
Oh, really?
But you're frozen.
That's not good.
Can you see me?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess you can just cut all this out. I don't know how this works.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. Here, I'm waiting for you to jump back in here.
Am I still not back yet?
You're not back on my end. Am I still frozen
on
my end?
Screen? It is just yeah. You've moved a few times, but it's like almost every time we record, you're like fuzzy. So I've just
accepted
that.
I had a little bit of a switch up in location as to where I'm recording. I don't know. Audio wise, you're coming in just great. Well, I don't want to get too deep into this without seeing your face on this. I'm trying to figure out how we get this together. Wait, what the fuck? Okay, I see you now.
Am I back?
We're back. Hold on.
Right.
Talk to me.
We're back. All right, guys.
All right, there we go. We are back.
That.
Sorry about the little bit of a delay there. All right, we're going to go another one. We're building up. The next one is the Three Stooges Award. The Three Stooges. Now, all 3 of these individuals come from the same team.
Thank God.
The Three Stooges, they come from the same team. And these 3 gentlemen were crucial to this team falling apart in different ways. One more than the other. I thought we were going to go with this. Which is, kind of like when you watch the Three Stooges. One is funnier than the rest, but they all play a role in everything just going the wrong way. Unfortunately. This is the sad part of the award show.
Team fell.
Let's think about it this way. What team had a lot of hype around it that fell apart?
Did they fall apart? Okay. Did this team fall apart early? Did they fall apart late?
Yes. They just, it all went bad. It went bad early and it went bad the entire time. Way worse than it should have been. Way worse than what I thought it should have. That should narrow it down to 2 teams for you.
You said it fell apart early.
Yes.
Are we giving another award to Aaron Rodgers?
It is not Aaron Rodgers and the Jets. I will tell you that. So what were the 2 teams that I had a lot of faith in? That both of them comically fell apart quickly. On my... What's the other one?
Oh, and the other team is Atlanta.
No. Well, Atlanta didn't just fall apart.
Atlanta never got it together.
Atlanta was like there and Atlanta was fighting for a playoff spot in week 18. This team was eliminated in week 12. So the other team, other than the Jaguars,
And
that
it's
I had a
not
lot of
Jacksonville.
faith in, that just fumbled everything pretty quickly. It wasn't really until like week 7 that it started to set in, but like we all kind of knew where it was going. And I tried to spin it as, we might get there kind of thing.
Oh, Chicago.
Yes. Can you name the Three Stooges of Chicago?
Are they all players?
2 of them are
Or
players.
is there a coach? Shit. I hate you. Caleb
No,
has to be one of them.
he is not one of them.
You're such a douche. You're such a douche.
Caleb actually had a pretty solid year. I'm not going to get into that, but we're not going to argue about that right now. But
I'm not saying he didn't. I'm just saying you're a douche. All right.
so we should get the non-player out of the way.
Yeah.
Who's
Well,
the not? Who's the one that's
my
not a
mind
player?
is not. It's the coach. What the hell is his name? Why is it eluding me?
It almost
I
flew
lost
away.
This is going south so fast. It's just me on a screen. He's coming back. He's back.
We're back. Yeah, that was a weird one there. It almost flew away.
Yep.
Who the coach is?
What?
Wait, did you get the coach?
Yeah, I know it's the coach. I'm just forgetting his name.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Or unless you're talking about the OC.
I'm trying to give you a hint on the coach.
Yeah.
Is that you thought of it and then it flew away. It flew so away. You're pissing me off now, Dom.
I'm pissing myself off.
So the coach is Matt Eberflus.
My mind is working at maximum capacity.
It's Matt Eberflus as the coach.
That's the head coach. That's not the OC.
Yeah,
I was trying to think of the OC.
Coach.
See,
no, that's not what I was thinking of. Shane Waldron. Yeah, no, whatever. That's a whole other thing. But so Matt Eberflus, and then we have 2 players. We have 2 players. One that is a part of maybe the biggest meme of the NFL season, because the Bears were, I think, 5-3 at this point.
Tyreek Stevenson.
Yes. And then the third one is the last time that they had a chance to make a run and this person fucked it up at the end of the game. The other end of the game loss that they had. This man has played for several teams.
The kicker?
Do you know who their kicker was?
Man, I don't know.
It is Cairo Santos. I'll just save you from that one. I'll save you. Yes. So the Three Stooges Award falls to Matt Eberflus, Tyreek Stevenson, and Cairo Santos as a collective group. And we congratulate them for making a team that had such potential into an absolute train wreck in such a comedic fashion. So I'm going to give them credit for that. Now, we are back to unfortunately, a white-only award.
I can't... I don't think you should say unfortunately, because...
No, it is unfortunately.
Your committee made this.
Our committee made this. The committee did make this, but upon hearing what the award is for, it does make a lot of sense, actually. It is the Crafty Award.
All right,
The award is the Crafty Award. So now,
is it the worst owner of the NFL?
No. The Crafty Award. Now, think about who has been defined as crafty. Think about more specifically the NBA. You have your Steve Nashes. Think about how broadcasters talk about the white guys in the NBA. They're crafty. They haven't, we go through all the words. And crafty is the one that really is the consistent one. So this means the crafty word it goes to the white guy that technically sound and also produced, but also is the whitest guy that you can see. It's just the whitest guy in the room.
Is this Adam? Is this Adam Thielen?
No, but honestly, in the same vein. This means a guy that is technically sound.
Okay.
Great footwork. And just a football guy. It's not Joe Alt either.
I wasn't thinking Joe Alt. Is it a lineman?
It is not a lineman. No. That's why I said you're very
Okay, well,
close with Adam
I
Thielen.
wasn't in that realm until you said Joe Alt.
Well, I just wanted to get you off of that scent of like a lineman kind of thing.
I was never on that set. I was
All
on
right, fair
like
enough. I was concerned that you
shifty
might
wide receiver.
jump to Joe Alt on that one, but it is
I would
not
have
Joe
jumped to
Alt.
Scotty Miller well before then.
No,
Yeah.
non-quarterback white boy on the offensive side. You almost
You should
guessed him for
probably not say that.
it. I feel like it's fair because of what's going on with this award. You almost guessed him for that white boy nice.
Then it would be Brock Bowers
It is Brock
or
Bowers.
Lad McConkey.
It is Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers is the winner of the Crafty Award. Brock Bowers finished, and
He's
let's go to receiving here again. Sorry, I accidentally made it back to passing there. Brock Bowers, 8th in yards, tied for 8th actually. Weirdly enough, tied with C.D. Lamb at 8 in the NFL in receiving yards this year, along with all of the other receivers. Trey McBride almost 50 yards behind him. 48 yards to be exact. So,
okay.
Brock Bowers. And again, Trey McBride versus Brock Bowers. Come on, let's look at those guys. Brock Bowers, receding hairline as a rookie. That's the whitest guy you've ever seen in an NFL locker.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes. So, now, we have a few more left. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Man, this is longer than the actual award show.
Don't start with me. The award show is fucking 3.5 hours long. Are you kidding me right now? We got to do a whole thing with finalists and shit. And we're not even doing that. Any of that.
Hey, man, I'm just trying to keep them.
Sorry, excuse me. I'm trying to keep it professional. All right, next. Might be another layup here.
Oh my god, I think that went out the window.
What'd you say?
I said I think that went out the window. I'm trying to keep it professional.
Oh, we are.
Remember, I'm working on a delay here, so.
Well, yeah, but this is a whole committee-based thing. This is as professional as it gets. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about right now. I don't know why you have to throw shots.
I'm sorry.
We're doing.
My bad.
Next.
Forgive me, Father.
Daddy is what I prefer. All right, next. We have this award goes to the team that, if just they didn't get hurt. It's all about.
Oh, is this
the
Detroit?
talent on this team.
Is this Detroit? All right, it's Detroit. You don't have to continue. We can move on.
It is not Detroit.
Then this award's bullshit.
No, it's not bullshit.
It's a bullshit award.
It was the other team that dealt with all the injuries, and quite honestly, to their best player, most important player, and it was an injury that should have only was allegedly. I don't know. He might miss week 1 and then proceeded to miss the first 10 weeks of the year.
Then we're talking San Francisco.
It is San Francisco. It is the 49ers. We got a numbered team winning a numbered award, and if it just weren't for those injuries.
The Niners winning the 9th award of the night.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, and it's tough. It's tough. It's tough for them. That was a quick one, more than anything. Next, we have the Milton Bradley Award. Now, Dom, who is Milton Bradley? Who is Milton Bradley? What do you know Milton Bradley for?
Is it chocolate? Is that what we're doing here? What the hell?
That's Milton Hershey, but thank you for your participation.
Yeah.
Milton Bradley.
Milton Bradley. Oh, okay. He did the board games. All right.
Yes. So what does Milton Bradley do? He's known for games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plays some games.
He's playing games. So who played games with the rest of the league more than this person? This is going to the person that played the most games.
So, are you taking this in a literal standpoint? Who played the most games, or are you taking
not literal?
This in
no,
who was the most who was playing chess?
Who was fucking around with the rest of the league?
So immediately my mind thinks this is a coordinator, and it's Ben Johnson.
Good job. You were all over that one. Yes, Ben Johnson. Between the Cowboys game and throwing offensive linemen out on the perimeter to run routes, combined
Yes.
with the fake fumble against the Bears. Cheers to you, Dom. You did a great job catching that one immediately. Yes, Ben Johnson played the
That
most.
was probably the easiest one so far.
Ben Johnson played the most games with everybody in the league this year. Next, we are down to the last two.
Thank God.
And I say these last two. These are the best for last. These are mild. One is mildly narrative driven, mildly, but
Okay.
also, we're just having fun. Having fun with both of these. So we have, I don't know which one I want to go with first. All right, we're going to go with the Michael Jordan 1987-1988 season award. Do you know what's special about that season, Dom?
Okay. No.
About the
Please enlighten me.
1988 season. So
Enlighten me.
the special thing. This is a story that came out in the past. I want to say this is about 8 months ago now. Somebody did a deep dive on Michael Jordan's statistics, specifically his steals and his blocks in that season, and how there was a crazy increase, and not just increase, but also discrepancy between his home and away statistics during that season that earned him a defensive player of the year. So this award is going to the biggest stat pattern of the year, and I'll let you think about it for a minute. But there's a that falls into this category, and this is the narrative-based one. I'll give you that extra hint as well. This has to deal with a play that happened that ends up counting technically from a statistical perspective.
Is it offense or defense?
It is an offensive player.
Okay.
Everybody's going to hear me pour.
It's Mike Evans.
It is not Mike Evans.
Oh.
It is more stat patty than Mike Evans.
Than that.
Again, it comes down to one play.
Interesting.
There's one play that comes into, again, and this one play is a statistical technicality.
Is it a quarterback?
It is a quarterback.
We're narrowing the field of play here.
We are. And it is a statistical technicality, and this is narrative based.
Are we going back to a team that we've discussed already today?
Yes.
Is it Brock Purdy? No.
Oh, today, as in no, not in this episode, but today early.
Are you talking about Josh Allen?
It is Josh Allen. Josh Allen on his receiving touchdown.
How do I leave this call?
Receiving touchdown. I even got confetti on that one. Oh my God. It's almost like it was meant to be. It is Josh Allen on his receiving touchdown.
Where's the thumbs down? Well,
guess what? Here, I'll keep going with the... Well, I don't know how it does it. But anyway, I got confetti on it, and that feels like it was meant to be. His receiving touchdown. We are on the stat padding thing. Also, combined with Khalil Shakir getting caught mic'd up on the passing touchdown, where it was supposed to be a run, but they gave it to him as a toss, where it was going forward, so he gets credit for the passing touchdown. In other words...
Don't blame Josh.
Oh, I'm blaming Josh on this one.
He didn't make that happen.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it stat padding. I'm calling that being innovative.
No. He doesn't get to be innovative for either one of those. He doesn't get to get credit for the receiving touchdown.
This isn't an award show at this point. I'm salty.
Toss it back, getting a lateral to him. He gets credit for a receiving touchdown. Are you kidding me right now?
I do want to say,
and then
before
Khalil
you go
Shakir,
on any further of a
Khalil
rant,
Shakir being like, no, toss it to me, I'll get you one, kind of thing. No. Those are 2 total touchdowns that Josh Allen has in his season total that should not be his. That's what I'm saying.
It is not his fault. He was trying to make a play and get a touchdown. It happened. However, he also does not write the stat. He just makes the plays. So if you want to be mad, which you are, you're clearly mad about it.
I'm a little bit
Take it
mad,
up with the stat. Take it up with the statisticians, not with Josh Allen.
Here's my question to that. Do you think Josh doesn't know how the stats are kept?
Whether he does or not, that's irrelevant.
No.
It's irrelevant. You're just mad.
And then, okay, the receiving touchdown one, I don't blame him as much for it, but like, it's also not a receiving touchdown.
I never said it was. I would never say it is. Well, my fantasy team appreciates it.
That's totally cool too. And I'm sure anybody that was playing fantasy basketball in 1987, 1988 felt very good about having Michael Jordan on their roster. And that's what this ultimately comes down to. It's not just me. Again, it's not just me. There's a whole committee behind this. I'm sorry that you were left out on this. And this is hitting you kind of out of the blue. But
I should have known you were going to force a narrative about Josh.
Unfortunately, there's a whole committee behind these awards.
The whole committee.
I
got to get their name. You got to give me their names. I'll reach out to them.
I'll send them. I'll send those names to you. We'll do that after the show. We don't have to do that on air. I don't want to air it out. It's like no. It's like the Baseball Hall of Fame voters. Some of them just don't want to address who they are. We might be mad about it. Like the guy that didn't vote for Ichiro. We're never gonna know who that guy is. So I'm sorry about that, but we can address the committee off air.
Sure.
And then, regardless, we have.
Let's get into the last one.
We have one more. Now, this one you should get pretty quickly.
All right.
And honestly, this one, I'm taking credit for it. I'm leaving the committee behind on this one. I'll take credit for this one. It is the Barry Wood Award. Do you know who Barry Wood is? You do know who Barry Wood is, but I don't think you know his name.
Seconds.
Barry Wood. Please don't Google it. Please don't Google who Barry Wood is.
Okay, well then tell me who Barry Wood is.
I mean, the Barry Wood is known famously for sitting on the edge of his bed and was a meme that got passed around as a web link before.
So who's the biggest meme? Is that what this is?
No, it's not who's the biggest meme. It's not. We're going to dive a little bit deeper into this one here. Do you remember this exact human being?
I have to look it up.
Barry Wood.
But you don't want me to look it up.
Well, no, I wanted to get that explanation out. It was.
That's who Barry Wood is? All right.
Barry Wood was. Barry Wood.
For those of you listening along, just do a quick Google search. You're going to know.
Yeah, you've been sent the link to that exact photo. That's where I was getting with this.
All right. So my take is this award goes to the biggest dick. Is this what we're?
No, it's not. It's not actually. It's not actually. It's a little bit. It's a little bit more creative than that. Because you've seen the picture, right? And what's your first thought? How does that fit? So let's just go with. It's probably an inch too big. Let's just call it that. So, where do we go with this one? Who's just, in a massive moment, was just an inch too big. This is a callback to the beginning of the season. Do you want me to just send it here on this one? Because I'm okay with it on this one.
If you really want to. Because I don't think I'm getting this one.
So much like Barry Wood, like we all think about Barry Wood, it's a little too big. That's not going to fit. Isaiah Likely's foot was just a little bit too big.
Oh. It's just a little too big.
And snuck out the back of the end zone.
Yep. It did.
It was just a little bit too big.
It's a little too big.
We've all seen it. We've all been, just obliterated with that photo, much like a lot of us have been with where the Chiefs are at this point. This is why it works. As
All
much
right,
as we've
guys.
all seen that meme, we're all stuck with the Chiefs in the Super Bowl again. And I think we can all blame it on Isaiah Likely's feet just being an inch too big.
Sure. That's this was a fun award show, and before anything gets worse, I'm gonna cut this all off. I've had a great time. Asher's had the best time, and I want to thank you for coming out to the first ever annual
It's the
Thayers.
first
And honestly,
ever
it might be our
Thayers.
last.
It was great. It was great.
If we are,
I feel
we
great about
still are
these
on air
awards.
next week. That's fantastic.
We
Be
will.
happy to be here. But between last episode and this episode, I don't know.
I do want to be
But I want
very
to thank you for
clear.
coming out. Thank you for
I do want to
listening.
blame. I would like to blame you a little bit on this one.
I'd like to blame the committee.
No, you don't need to blame the committee. The committee did a very studious job. They were committed to what they had going on here. You brought nothing to the table.
I brought nothing to the table. I still think you would have
nothing.
brought the worst of the worst. You would have brought the worst of the worst today. That
Honestly,
would
I
not have
think
changed
these were
the
the
narrative.
nicest ones, but you know, it is what it is.
All right, guys, that is going to do it for us. We'll be in the next one talking about the Super Bowl and what lies thereafter. All right,
Yeah.
catch you later.
And you won't catch Dom in a Sean Connery fucking turtleneck right now. All right, goodbye.